You've felt it before. You're focused on something else, and a cold prickle climbs up the back of your neck. The certainty arrives before any thought does. Someone is watching me. You turn around, and sometimes someone is. Most people call this a sixth sense. The truth is stranger. Hidden in your brain is a piece of machinery built for one job: detecting when another pair of eyes locks onto you. It never switches off. And it's been running, unchanged, for hundreds of thousands of years. Your brain doesn't treat eyes like ordinary objects. Deep in your temporal lobe sits a fold of tissue called the superior temporal sulcus. One of its jobs is to calculate with frightening precision exactly where someone is looking. In the 1980s, neuroscientist David Parrott found individual brain cells in monkeys that fired only in response to gaze, one cell for a direct stare, another for a glance to the left. These weren't face cells, they were gaze cells. And in humans, it's fast. Your brain registers the direction of a gaze in about 170 milliseconds. Before you can even recognize who the person is, you know you're being looked at before you know who's looking. But why the jolt of unease? That's a deeper, older structure, the amygdala, your threat detector. The superior temporal sulcus asks, where are they looking? The amygdala asks, should I be afraid? When it detects a direct gaze locked onto you, it fires off a response before you decide anything. Faster heartbeat, heightened alert, the urge to turn around. How deep does this go? There was a patient known only as TN who went completely blind after 2 strokes destroyed his visual cortex. He couldn't consciously see a thing. And yet, when shown faces, he could still tell, far better than chance, whether they were looking directly at him. A blind man could still feel a gaze. The system runs underneath your conscious vision entirely. Why build all this just to track eyeballs? The answer is in the eyes themselves. In the 1990s, researchers studied 88 primate species. They found the human eye is unique. We are essentially the only primate with a large, bright white sclera. Every other ape has a dark, pigmented eye that hides where it's looking. We evolved the opposite, eyes that broadcast our gaze to everyone. We became a species that points with its eyes. And the price of being so readable is becoming hypersensitive to being read. So when you turn and no one's there, that's not a sixth sense. Your alarm is tuned for survival, not accuracy. And it follows one rule: better 1,000 false alarms than miss a real threat once. A shadow at the edge of your vision trips it and you spin around. The times someone is looking are the ones you remember. The misses fade. You are the descendant of the ones who always turned around. The ones who didn't feel the eyes didn't leave many children behind. And that ancient system is still running right now, quietly checking every face around you, asking the only question it has ever known: are they looking at me?